The time is now. Let's make this moment. The night is young. The time is now. Let's make this moment last. Give up yourself unto the moment. The time is now. Give up yourself unto the moment. Let's make this moment last.
Yes,
Right.
indeed.
Okay. My screen is live, Dave. Are you good on your side?
Yep.
Awesome. Right, we better get a wiggle on then. Right, welcome back everybody to Nerds on the Ball. We are back at the helm of our two respective clubs. Dave, you are well, actually, I might as well have a look at the table while we're here. So actually, Dave has got the best start out of all of us. The
Yep.
only team at the moment to have a perfect start to their season, 3 out of 3 with Liverpool. I am ahead. I am ahead of the chasing pack, 2 points down, but plenty of goal difference to spare
Mhm.
from Martin Yall's Spurs and David Moyes' Everton. I had to get back into my this is 2007, 2007, 2007. All right, here we go. Back in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So we got Borough, Man City, Newcastle. Ultimately, obviously, the whole point of this save is to try and beat Manchester United. And so far, I'm a point ahead, and you're 3 points ahead. So
We're,
that's
do- we're we're
so we're
off to a good
already on
start.
brand.
We're off to a good
Yeah,
start. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, the less we can speak about Fulham and Reading, the better, because they've not had a good time. And
Well, hopefully this next game, I have Fulham next, so hopefully I can continue their demise.
mm,
Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
well, that's the exciting bit, you see, because I have got the Arsenal in
No,
the late. So
here
they
we
and they
go.
have
Huh?
not had the best start to the season. So let's see. So okay, right. So you are a 3 p.m. kickoff today.
Yep.
Obviously Borough and Sunderland had a cracking game already. Sunderland must have the worst defense ever because the ship beat past us in the first game, and now the ship passed 5 against Sunderland.
Is Roy Keane
And
still there? Actually, has anyone checked on Roy
not for
Keane?
fucking long at this rate, because that was like they were down to 9 men. Like Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Which is absolutely insane. But
Well,
so yeah.
I've got United in the early kickoff next week. Actually, 2 weeks time after the international
Ooh,
break. So that is a
that's very
game
tasty.
to watch. Today,
That's very tasty.
I'm taking a bit of a gamble for today's game against Fulham. I have got Torres up front. I've got Ryan Babel on the left, Jermaine Pennant on the right. Midfield three stays the same, but I'm starting Naldo and Agger in centre half of Scott Carson in goal.
Okay.
With Finnan and Risa on either side. I'm rotating the squad massively because international break, and I've got United on the other side of this coin. So,
Okay. All right. So there's a logic to
yeah,
your there's a method to your madness, essentially.
yeah, pretty much. Because yeah, we'll see. We'll see
Okay.
how this goes.
All right then.
All right. So Sunderland, yeah, Middlesbrough 5, Sunderland 3. Yeah, White York. He's 35. Poor lad.
Still knocking them in, no water.
Jonathan Woodgate. Has he not gone to Real Madrid yet? I don't think he has. Either. Is he back
No,
from
he's
Real
come.
Madrid?
He's come. He's now back from it, I think.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He made a
He left
grand
Newcastle
total
for
3 seasons at Real Madrid, making a grand total of 9 appearances. There you go. Jonathan Woodgate, ladies and gentlemen. Uh,
unreal.
Stuart Downing. Oh God. Yeah, I'm not signing. I don't like how that was going anyway.
Yeah.
Right. The tactical meeting. Yes, I want a much higher press, much higher intensity. Yes, please. If you wouldn't mind, lads. Uh, uh, I should be all right because with Pennant's pace, I should be able to get behind Boccanegra. Uh, spared as well. All right.
Actually, from what I can see here, which is interesting, right? You remember
Mm-hmm.
about Jonathan Woodgate? I just checked there. He actually joined Spurs, which means he actually in-game transferred to Middlesbrough, which is where he ended up in the end anyway. That is some that is one hell of a cannon fucking transfer there. Like, do you know what? Let's just
Yep,
skip the Newcastle and Stoke transfer. Just go straight to Borough. Fuck
yep,
it, it doesn't matter.
yep,
It's only Jonathan Gay.
exactly. Right. Right. I am gonna submit the team and be ready for this match. Are we kicking off at the same time?
No, I'm the half five kickoff, so I
You're
am
half five. So you are
yeah,
on the Sky Sports desk today.
indeed. And now I can actually view your game this time. Here we
Yay!
go.
Get in there. Right.
All right then.
Dressing room. Come on, lads. Let's do this. Fulham, 4-4-2. Me, 4-3-3. We're holding midfielder. Let's do it. We are underway at Craven Cottage.
All right then. So we have Dave Armstrong live from Craven Cottage here, and we already have our first goal of the afternoon, and that's thanks to Carlos Tevez. Has put Manchester United ahead after 5 minutes, not wasting any time as a young Argentine forward. Only 3 games in the Premier League to speak of today, and obviously the first goal has come in from Carlos Tevez.
Go!
Okay, and seemingly you haven't lasted long either for the second goal of the afternoon. Dave Armstrong, tell us what's happened at Craven Cottage.
Oh, it's an absolute disaster from Fulham. They played such a high line against this Liverpool counter-attacking side, and Jermaine Pennant's just made a beautiful run down the right-hand side. He's got two on him, bypasses Bocanegra and Morales straight into the foot of Torres, and he's just put it past Keller. It's a wonderful strike, and in the first 10 minutes, it's Liverpool 1 Fulham nil.
Indeed, Liverpool so far a perfect run at the start of their season under new stewardship, and they're hoping to continue that on. Manchester United now have gone 2-0 up against Birmingham City. Wayne Rooney consolidating their lead after 12 minutes. And now Wayne Rooney has actually got his second of the afternoon now. Manchester United cruising against Birmingham City now 3-0 to the good. And there's only 20 minutes gone in that game. Very much a very strong recovery from Manchester United there. And I believe we have a
Go!
goal now at Craven Cottage. And we pass it back to Dave Armstrong to give us the update. Has the away side doubled their lead, or has the home team, struggling for goals and points at the moment, got a game back? Dave, tell us what's happened.
Yeah, it's come down the right side again. Jonathan, Steve Finnan's lashed onto a ball. It was a Fulham corner initially. He's lashed onto the ball. He's come down the right hand side. He's fed it into Pennant. Pennant lobs it right towards the back post. You think he's overhit it, but Ryan Babel's just waiting there as the ball comes down, takes it down. He's got all the time in the world on his right foot to put it into the far corner. 2-0 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool, and they are still top of the table as things stand with 4 match days in the bag in the Premier ship at the moment. We have another goal there as well at Upton Park as West Ham have taken the lead against Aston Villa, and that is thanks to
Ooh,
Bobby Zamora, we're hearing. Bobby Zamora has taken the lead for West Ham United in that game. Interesting tie for that as well. Actually, we're just hearing from Upton Park now. It is 2-0 West Ham. Luis Boa Morte, just a couple of minutes after Zamora scored the opener, has made it 2-0 to Aston Villa. Also just seeing here that Cristiano Ronaldo has just made it 4-0 to Manchester United, looking formidable now as Birmingham are being put to the sword by the defending Premiership champions. We're just hearing that Dean Ashton has just scored for West Ham United against Aston Villa. It's now 3-0 to West Ham in that game. It's truly been a formidable performance from the Hammers today.
halftime.
Indeed, half time indeed. And now
And
we look
we're
at
underway.
the halftime scores here as 2 goals came in just after before the halftime break there. And that was Manchester United making it 5-0 against Birmingham. Let it be said that they have not been suffering for goals today. And when Aston Villa got one back just before the break, John Carew opening his account for the season with a goal against West Ham. Are they possibly back in it? We shall wait and see.
Oh, Javier. Oh, no. No.
And we just heard that just straight off from the restart here, there's a third goal at Craven Cottage. The away side has been comfortable in the first half, but has the second half changed their fortunes? Dave Armstrong.
Yeah, they've completely come back. Mascherano's taken a heavy touch from an easy pass. Davies has, fed it into Keon, onto Brian McBride. He's one-on-one with Scott Carson. He's straight through, puts it on his right foot onto the right side of the goal. It's a really good finish, and it's all just from mistaken midfield from Javier Mascherano. They can't allow that to happen much more, and it is indeed Fulham 1, Liverpool 2.
Yeah, a bit of a gift there from Javier Mascherano to the Fulham contingent, and they'll be hoping to make sure that that does not lose their grip on this game. We're just hearing as well, Gary
Go!
McSherry has just been sent off for Birmingham City, but we'll talk about that later on. We just heard of a fourth goal at Craven Cottage. Fulham got a bit of a gift to start off this second half, and now a second goal has come in a couple of minutes later. But for who, Dave Armstrong?
It's for the away side, Jonathan. It's a wonderful set piece from Steven Gerrard. It's the corner from the left hand side. It's right towards the back post. New centre half signing Naldo rises above everyone else, heads into the ground, and it's 3-1 to the away side. It looks like Fulham are only going to get these goals if it's a gift because Liverpool are absolutely relentless here.
Yeah, certainly has a third goal, certainly calmed the nerves a little bit after that shaky restart from the second half. And Liverpool will hopefully to crack on against a very struggling Fulham side right now, who are still rooted to the bottom of the Premiership table. In case anyone was curious, incidentally, about the fifth Manchester United goal, that goal was eventually awarded to Carlos Tevez. It's about Tevez and Rooney on hat tricks at the moment. We'll see who gets there first against 10-man Birmingham City. As you mentioned, Gary McSherry sent off just at the restart there for the away side, going from bad to worse for the Blues. Hmm. Oh. Ooh.
Go!
And I think you've probably heard the dribbling scenes there. The Dave Armstrong, we have a fifth goal at Craven Cottage. Is it back on for Fulham, or has Liverpool just sealed 3 points?
Nah, it's all but gone now. Fulham were looking to pass up to Sekion. Naldo just puts it through Gerrard one-on-one with Keller again, and he's just put it into the left-hand side. It's an easy finish for Gerrard, but it's just that counter-attack, and they're so quick, Liverpool, especially with Jermaine Pennant on that right-hand side. And you have to remember, Liverpool have rotated this squad so heavily for this game coming into the international break, but it doesn't seem to have skipped them in a step. They are absolutely dead on for 3 points this afternoon.
Yes, and Liverpool, the only team in the league at the moment to have a perfect record as things stand. Man United, of course, lost their first game. Chelsea drew against Everton last week. All the main title contenders so far have slipped up, but
Oh,
Liverpool have had a phenomenal start to the season, and they're hoping to keep it going, as Dave said, after the international break. And what better way to do it than a 4-way one away win at Craven Cottage thus far?
what a save by Carson, by the way.
Oh,
What a
a young
save.
prospect, Scott Carson. I wonder what he's up to these days.
I know. I wonder how much he's getting paid.
Yeah.
Offside. Go!
Well, I think the ball's in the back of the net at Craven Cottage, but I believe Dave Armstrong is going to tell us here that the goals can be charged off for offside.
Yeah, it's been rolled through to Torres. He's gone way too early here. It was a good idea. Ryan Babel's done so well to come in from the left. He's fed the ball through to Gerrard. And you can see it here. He's about half a yard offside. Gerrard just, done everything right. Just Torres about half a yard offside. Still 4-1.
Still 4-1 to Liverpool in that game.
Make some changes.
No goals left in the second half of those games outside of the ones at Craven Cottage. Still 5-0 to Manchester United and still 3-1 to West Ham United. So a gentle reminder now of the matches coming up tonight. On Sky Sports, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Follow this action at 5:30 on the early heavyweight clashes of the Premiership. While we also get at 19:45, a rare kickoff at 19:45 as Wigan Athletic entertain Manchester City. And what could be a very intriguing, important match for Wigan Athletic as they try and get themselves away from the relegation zone.
Fucking Jermaine Pennant. Go on, lad. Fulham are so bad. Go!
And there's a sixth goal at Craven Cottage, and I think it's fair to say that Liverpool have had a wonderful time. Outside of one slight mistake from Javier Mascherano, it has been a flawless performance from them. I'm going to hear now about their fifth goal from Dave Armstrong.
Yeah, it's a kick out from Keller. It's landed right at the feet of John Arisa, and I think Mascherano's more than made up for his mistake to give the goal away to Fulham. He's fed that through to Ryan Babel, and you just look at the confidence in this Liverpool squad. It's absolutely unbelievable to see how good this team are playing, and it's all but put to bed, at 4-1. But they've scored another one in the 89th minute. Fulham 1, Liverpool 5.
And that's Ryan Babel's second of the afternoon. He started off the season very, very well as a Dutch winger, as he's hoping he was going to be a very competitive team this season at Liverpool, and he's hoping to try and prove his right to the new manager. And what better way to do that than a brace at Craven Cottage? And that's we're now full time across the scores. You've heard from Manchester and from East London. Now let's hear what's happened at Craven Cottage. Dave, your final match report here from Craven Cottage.
Yeah, it's been a complete demolition job from Liverpool, especially in those wide areas. They just look unplayable between Ryan Babel and Jermaine Pennant. And just keep in mind, they have such depth in these wide areas. This seems to be the way the manager is going this season. Is he's going to absolutely decimate teams in these wide areas with pace and balls into the box, because Fernando Torres only scored one today. But I mean, you've got your centre halves and your midfielders, your wingers on the score sheet as well. This whole team is just such a cohesive unit. Liverpool have just decimated a Fulham side that really is struggling now. 4 games, 4 losses. They got a gift and a goal for Brian McBride, but let's be honest here. This team's quality is there, but the structure is not. They are all over the place. And if they don't turn it around soon, I can see the manager being called into question.
Certainly, that is the case for Fulham. Slightly dangerous, slightly risky for them at the moment, but it's still very early doors in the Premier League season. That has to be said, and there's no tougher visitors to have at Craven Cottage than Liverpool, former Champions League winners, and of course chasing their maiden Premiership title. And coming up next on Sky Sports is the London Derby, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Okay, right. And now we get to the small matter of playing Arsenal. The Arsenal, I believe they like to be called. So, where do we go with this? Suppose if you insist, I'll put Petr Cech at goal. Rolls eyes. And yeah, I think the defense really does kind of speak for itself at this stage. Although Rafinha is doing quite well for himself at the moment, has to be said. Hasn't embarrassed himself since, well, apart from the Community Shield, but let's not talk about that. Now, I have a bit of an issue at left wing. So I'm going to put Joe Cole over on that side. And then give a start to Sean Wright Phillips. Okay, right.
I will be Sky Sports late.
Oh, this is on TV, Dave, so we get to do comms for this one.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't remember. Is it the play-by-play is the other guy, or do I do the play-by-play? I can't remember what way we did this. I think I do the play-by-play and you do color, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna view. Yeah, is it if I could view the game, then we'd do that. But if it wasn't allowing me to view it, I'd just do the Sky Sports updates stuff.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, look at the shadows, weather. Stamford Bridge.
Okay.
Oh, there's the table.
Mm-hmm.
You have a chance to go second here.
You do.
And yeah.
And we're away.
Ooh, ooh,
Well,
ooh.
this is one of the early heavyweight clashes in the Premiership. Chelsea versus Arsenal. As one very intriguing thing that Arsenal fans still have to get used to, and that is the presence there of their new number 12, Ryan Giggs. And it has to be said, Arsenal have had a mixed start to the season. They're currently one win, one draw, and one loss from their opening three games. I'm going to hope to try and spring a surprise here against a new regime here at Stamford Bridge as we kick off Chelsea versus Arsenal. All right, let's see how this goes on.
Yeah, it's looking like, yeah, Arsenal are fucking hammering you down that right hand side already.
Mm.
They have
But yeah, what
they
do you
have
think?
that new Argentinian lad from Porto.
Belushi, yeah.
Yeah.
Corner comes in from Ashley Cole here. John Terry heads it
Oh,
over. Chelsea have been very impressive from set pieces so far this season. And John Terry, the club captain, just heads it over. Terry to his stablemate in Carvalho. Risky ball there from Sen, and it looks like Adebayor is going to get there first. Fabregas trying to find Van Persie. Cherry with an emphatic challenge there. Belushi collects it for Rosicky, and Giggs plays in Van Persie, and it's 1-0 Arsenal. It's 1-0 Arsenal. Stamford Bridge silent as the away stand celebrate what was a fantastic goal, and the architect of it all, Mr. Ryan Giggs.
yeah, it's an absolute disaster from Chelsea, isn't it? Rosicky feeds through Giggs. And look at Van Persie, nobody picking him up. John Terry's just let him run off his shoulder. And the worst part is as well, is that we've spoken about this, Jonathan, before. We've spoken about Chelsea's defence and how leaky it's been, even, conceding to a Sunderland team that shipped so many goals.
Corner now taken here for Rafinha. And it was actually Sean Wright Phillips going for that shot. It's going for Lampard. He finds Joe Cole, and there's your equaliser. Joe Cole, not even a few minutes after Arsenal opened the scores, and Joe Cole equalises for the home team.
It's a wonderful effort from Joe Cole. It really is. You see it here. Terry's right onto it, but this is where you have to see it. Lampard feeds it out to Joe Cole. Nobody near him. Sweet as a nut on his right foot. Arsenal have to be out and pressing that ball, but they don't. They allow it in, and it's just right into the top left-hand corner. It's a wonderful goal from Joe Cole.
Yes, it's certainly been a battle at the number 10 so far. Lampard and Giggs, very much the architects of their goals. Only 3 minutes between the two games. Arsenal only ahead for 3 whole minutes altogether. Torre now to take this throw, and Fabregas playing deep at the moment. And that brings out to Gilberto Silva, who's going to use his goalkeeper here. Gael Clichy. Exciting prospect is the young Frenchman playing at left back at the moment.
He does look decent, doesn't he? He just looks so comfortable on the ball as well.
Well, certainly he was a replacement for the fellow there playing for number 3 at Chelsea, Ashley Cole. Is currently under trouble here from Belushi, who gets the ball in, and that was a risky clearance there from Ricardo Carvalho. A bit of a miss kick there. Had to force his goalkeeper into action here, and Arsenal get a corner out of nothing here. Rosicky to take it. And he's finding Belushi here on the outside. Where's Colo Torre going to find this? It goes straight back to Fabregas. Holding position, and the corner comes to nothing for Arsenal.
That's so calamitous from Chelsea. It's just Carvalho has to let Petr Cech know that he's there. He doesn't. There's a miscommunication between the two, and Chelsea are very lucky not to concede an own goal.
It certainly was, and there's a slight bit of nerves, you might say, from the Chelsea team right now. Adebayor, he's fine. Van Persie again here. This could be 2 for Van Persie. He hits the post. Van Persie hits the post, and you would have put your money on the Dutchman to score that. Chelsea get away with another one there.
Once again, Van Persie in that channel between the two centre halves. Chelsea's defence is split wide open again. There's such a difference between the two centre halves right now, and that Chelsea defence is worrying me because all you need is that pass from Adebayor. You can see it there. Carvalho and Terry just when it comes in, they're just struggling to know where each of them has to be. So there has to be that more of a cohesive effort from them too.
Yeah, it's a bit of anticipation here. Chelsea trying to goad the Arsenal players in, and it's worked this time. Adebayor, and he's missed it. How on earth did he miss that? Mikel Essien with his pocket picked there by the Tongolese striker. And that is our last action of the half. Chelsea have played with fire at the moment. They have had the majority of the chances, but certainly have to say they have been what's the word, intimidated in defense. They have not had the composure you require in front of goal, but certainly they are still at the break here, one apiece with Arsenal.
It's so shaky. That defense is so shaky. So shaky.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
What is Terry doing? Honestly, like he done well for the Chelsea goal, but Adebayor's turning him every single time.
Hmm. Okay, we're back in the second half now. Let's see how this goes. Van Persie. Treading the line here. Van Persie gets the ball back from Clichy. He's going to try and use Fabregas here. Belushi trying to force Ashley Cole out wide. And Ashley Cole has a chance now. Joe Cole with the space to counter-attack here for Chelsea. Lampard has found Drogba here. Drogba with a chance to shoot. Oh, and he just misses it. That would have been a fantastic goal from Drogba just at the edge of the box there.
Oh, he's so unlucky, isn't he, Drogba? Fed through beautifully from Lampard. You can see the swagger and the little bit of, you know, confidence that he's got, Didier Drogba. He tries to just bend that around Jens Lehmann, but it doesn't come off. What a goal that would have been, but Chelsea are threatening.
Yeah, they certainly are. And like I said, those early jitters we saw in the first half hopefully have passed for the home team. But it looks like the manager is going to make some changes here and be intriguing to see what effect that has on the home team as they are presumably going to try and chase a winner here. Okay.
Yeah, if I was the Chelsea manager here, I'd be looking for the same. You know, he's brought on a young Thiago Silva here, you know, to partner John Terry. That Carvalho Terry partnership wasn't really working in the first half. Terry's been mentoring this young lad since he's come in. So hopefully there'll be a little bit more cohesion there and Chelsea can maybe find, you know, a chance to get ahead. Just a little bit. You just need that little bit more.
But certainly Ryan Giggs has been the bigger threat here for Arsenal at the moment. It's really added a dimension to Arsene Wenger's team here. It was a transfer we weren't expecting at all. I have to say the results have been intriguing at the very least. Look at this ball over the top here, and Petr Cech gets there before Robin van Persie. Both teams so far have really cancelled each other out here. Looks like this game is really on a knife edge.
Yeah, I think the Giggs transfer was one we all didn't expect.
Oh, here's Roy Phillips here now with space to shoot. Roy Phillips is going to go all the way here, and that probably was a wrong decision there from the winger. Shevchenko and Joe Cole were in much better positions there.
He needs to do better there, right, Phillips? He needs to see where his forward players are, and especially Shevchenko and acres of space.
Here's Roy Phillips again now. He's in the penalty box here. He's going to find Solomon Kalou, and it's in. Chelsea have taken the lead of the net here. And it's a young Ivorian, Solomon Kalou, who's just come on for Frank Lampard, playing the number 10, and he has just immortalised himself here in front of Stamford Bridge. But what's this? Easy gone, it's offside. The linesman has ruled it out. That was a late call from the linesman.
I don't believe it. How is he given that? It's come over to Wright Phillips. He's done so he is. He's half a yard offside Shevchenko. He's interfering with play. It's a brilliant call, but that's heartbreak for Chelsea as the roof just came off Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, it was certainly a late call from the referee, but as you said, it was Shevchenko that was interfering with play here. Ashley Cole now with a corner. We're in the 91st minute here. 2 more to play after this. This could be the decider. Ashley Cole into the scrum. Terry knocks it down for Kalou again. It hits the post. Shevchenko! Is that the winner? Andrei Shevchenko, the Ukrainian who's arrived from AC Milan, the Champions League winner, has maybe just set 3 crucial points from their league rivals here.
And it doesn't matter how it goes in, Jonathan. We've spoken about this before. John Terry down to Kalou. It's come off the bar. But look at the awareness of John Obi Mikel to just make sure that ball goes back in towards goal. Shevchenko just has to be there. Doesn't even have to make proper contact. And that's it. Chelsea won this game.
And yes, they have. What a crucial goal it was from Andrei Shevchenko, his second of the season, and one of the biggest goals he's no doubt going to score this season. Came on for Didier Drogba, who was no slouch himself in this game, but it's Andrei Shevchenko who gets the headlines today as Chelsea back to winning ways as they challenge for this Premiership title.
That'll do. I'm saving that game straight away. I
Dave
don't give a fuck. I don't care.
enjoyed that one.
I enjoyed that one quite a bit. Yeah, Jesus.
Right, here we go. Fuck you, Rangers.
Oh God, this is definitely not Fulham and Millwall.
Accomplishment. I would love it if we beat
I
them.
love it if we beat these. Oh, it's not Swansea and Millwall. Let me just say that now.
No, it's not, but
It's
close.
not Swansea Millwall.
Mm.
Right, save this game. That's getting recorded
Yeah.
into the annals of the alternate universes.
That's it. Exactly.
Oh Jesus. Right, okay. So I'll take a run through the final scores on Sky
Please do.
Sports.
Go for it.
Let me go through here. Welcome back to Sky Sports late night coverage as we go through the games in the English Premier League. Today we started off in the early kickoff of Middlesbrough against Sunderland. That was Middlesbrough 5, Sunderland 3. Again, Roy Keane's side just not doing the business. That defence has been falling apart all season. They've had 2 players sent off in Kavanagh and McShane. But Middlesbrough at the same time, another goal for Tunchai, Mido, Downing and Woodgate getting on the score sheet there. We went straight to Craven Cottage after that. Liverpool, Torres, Babel with 2, Naldo and Steven Gerrard to Brian McBride 1, being Fulham 5-1. Manchester United absolutely destroying Birmingham, who had a man sent off in the 47th minute, but by 47 minutes, the damage was already done. 5-0 up in the first half against Birmingham. West Ham at the Boline Ground, Upton Park. Bobby Zamora, Lewis Ball Morte, and Ashton getting the goals there. And John Carew getting off the mark for Aston Villa. 3-1 it finished at Upton Park for West Ham. Chelsea, the big story today. Chelsea in the 92nd minute getting the winner against Arsenal. Andrei Shevchenko coming off the bench to win it for Chelsea there. And of course, the final kickoff, the late one, Man City against Wigan at the JJB. And of course, Man City come away with 3-0. Michael Johnson, Alano, and an own goal from Melchior make that 3-0 Man City. That rounds off the Premier League goals for today. Some amazing score lines, plenty of goals, and you'll see them all tomorrow on the Sunday supplement. We'll see them.
Lovely stuff, Dave. You missed your calling.
Fucking West Ham with the Olympic stage.
Yeah.
I was so fuck. I got to West Ham. I was like, fuck, it's not.
I was halfway through
the ground, up the
park. I was gonna go.
There we go. Up the park. Here we go. Sorry about that, people. We have to remember we are in 2007 here, folks. So the slip-ups are bound to happen when you're during the day, when you have the score for today's game between Tottenham and Man City on the left, and you have 2007 on the right. It's not an easy.
Yeah, you're sticking yourself in the fucking time paradox here. Like you don't want to...
I'm looking through the Dublin portal at today's 07 games.
Oh dear. Anyway,
that was Wayne. Jesus Christ. I have Man United next. Fuck me. Oh, Wayne Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo. Honestly. This is what I don't get. Steven Gerrard is unhappy at my failure to strengthen the first team at centre back. I spent all my budget on Naldo to strengthen centre half, and he scored in his fourth appearance. What do you want me to do? You know what I mean?
I think if our timeline has established anything, is that Steven Gerrard is often wrong.
Steven Gerrard's often just moaning.
Yeah.
Well,
it's more of a squeak, isn't it? It's like,
yeah. Now we've got 2 weeks until Liverpool, Man United at Anfield. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like going on holiday till that game.
You can do what you want. I'm going to be on the training ground with my boys and telling them how to fucking defend.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh
dear, what we got? A 10 meeting. Yes, let's do it. Let's do a staff meeting. Jays, we're fucking. Let's do it. I love it now. Staff meeting. Van Aanholt doing well in the under 20, under 18s. He's been promoted. Okay, Malouda.
Ricardo Vastey playing for the under 21s while he comes back from injury.
Mm, yeah, I've
That's
got
all
a
right.
Sturridge doing well too. Under Zinedine Zidane, of course. So there we go. Okay.
I don't know what I think about teams dropping new home kits before the season finishes and wearing it in the
Mm,
same season. I don't agree with that because it's meant to be a whole thing over the summer of launching your new kit, isn't it? That's the way I always used to see it.
yeah, I
Like,
think it's more of a marketing thing, isn't it? The kind of just to I'm sure there is somebody in marketing that can prove that it's like,
oh, we need
fucking
more money for the window, release it in March or
yeah.
April. You know what I mean?
But yeah, exactly. If you release it earlier, you get more money. I suppose like for like the lower clubs, say like if you're able to, if you're like say a lower like a Palace or a Brentford or something like that, um,
Yeah,
you're able to do stuff like that, you know.
true.
And I suppose like you wouldn't really feel the benefit if you're like so United or Liverpool, let's say, because you kind of like make up that money anyway, you know.
I mean, United's third kit. I like that they've done the retro badge. Well, they've just put
Hmm.
the devil on it with the retro Adidas on the right,
Yeah.
but I don't like the shirt. Things manky's piece of shit.
I'm not a fan of the stripe.
Yeah,
It
the
looks
yeah.
it looks like the Austrian fucking like it's just like an Austrian kit it has, you know.
If
It's
you
like
put if you put something in the middle of it, it's an Iran flag.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah,
Iran or is it Syria?
yeah.
Can't remember.
Syria, I think you're thinking of, or Iraq. I think Iraq has the
Iraq, that's the one.
Iraq
Iraq,
is
yeah,
is that flipped. It's black, white, and red,
yeah.
and then Syria is similar. I think they have a different message on the
Hmm.
different writing on each one. So
So Momo Sissoko's out for 3 to 4 weeks. Spino got Lucas Leiva at least.
hmm.
Fucking hell.
I've got a very interesting week actually coming back from the international break. So just even looking here now, right? So I think in the month I've got Newcastle. No, my Premier League games are Newcastle, Birmingham, and yourselves at the end of the month, and in between then I've got an away game at Lazio and then a away game at Stoke in the League Cup. So I've got four away games in September and only one home game, and that's against Birmingham.
Birmingham,
Mm.
Birmingham.
And
Right, let's
what
get
ones
this international break over with. In fact, I have two. Oh, God. Sebastian Vettel's injured for 5 weeks. He was doing really well as well.
yeah,
God's sake, Sheffield United.
let's see.
Oh, another injury. Oh, look at this. Look at this list of players that my Chief Scout has here for me. Let's have a look at these.
All
Jonathan, flip over to this page where it has recommended players, right? This
right,
is
all right.
this is some list. So we've got on top of that list is Mario Gomez, right? Mario Gomez
Sure.
is there. He's only 22. Vincent Kompany is a 21-year-old at Hamburg.
Hmm.
Manuel Neuer, little unknown 21-year-old at Schalke. Bastian Schweinsteiger,
Yep, that's
23-year-old
fair.
at Bayern. You've got Stefan Kiesling, who's only 23 at Leverkusen. Di Michaelis, well, he's 26, not really that young. And we go down here. Anyone else of any? No, that's it. But yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
Some up and coming legends there. Once the
Absolutely.
last
Well, I
4 weeks.
can tell you the top of my shopping list at the moment, going by my scouts, is Vicente from Valencia. I've actually been told like I've been like poked like two or three times to actually try and sign him. It's like, yeah, we don't need a left winger.
Yeah.
We got four
Oh,
players that can do left wing. We're good. We're fine.
So there you go.
Um,
There's the scouting finish on a youngster who's 19 years of age, 19-year-old Argentinian who you might have heard of in later years. Sergio Aguero, only 19
yeah,
at Atletico Madrid.
yeah, he's on my radar as well.
He's very interesting signing for Liverpool, but I'm afraid I'm sorry, Atletico Madrid. I don't have 35.5 plus million pounds to
Mm,
spend on Sergio Aguero because I've got Fernando Torres. Now, if he
yep.
could start banging in the goals proper, I'll be happy. If not, I'll do a swap deal with you in the summer. I'll
Fair.
send him back the way and I'll get his replacement. Do a trade in.